Stroud and Peterson compare.
Stroud and Henderson.
Henderson, yeah, there you go.
That's true. Trying to think about the Packers. I mean, Darius and
Kyle Williams. That's a good one.
And that's when they had Mario Williams and Jerry Hughes. That was a fearsome defensive line.
How about...
Sad that Mario Williams fell off that fast.
Damn it, I just had one too. I forgot.
Seattle, maybe?
No, I already said Seattle.
The Colts? When they had Mathis and Freeney?
Those are ends, though.
Yeah, but still a fearsome defensive line.
Damn it, I just had another one too. I forgot. Shit.
What team? Do you remember?
No. CTE.
Yeah, it's going around. The Vikings? When they had Kevin Williams and Pat Williams?
That wasn't the one I was thinking of, but that's a good one. The Bills when they had both Adams.
Yeah, Sam Adams and I forget the other guy, but Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams has been there for a long time.
No, it wasn't Kyle Williams. It was somebody else.
Chris Hovan was with Minnesota.
Damn it, I forgot.
Not Houston.
Oh, Carolina. 2000 Carolina.
They had Brinston, Buckner, and Chris Jenkins.
Yep.
There you go. Philly, when they had Mike Patterson and Broderick Bunkley that one year where he was good.
Yeah, nice try.
That's kind of a lower level.
Yeah, man. So pretty much Sue and Donald are probably the best, at least in modern history. At least in modern history, and probably the most paid. And that's my thing is like, bro, there's between Brockers, Donald, and Sue, that's like most $40 million tied up between three down linemen.
That's probably
with no linebackers.
That's most of their defense.
And unless Sue can somehow play linebacker, I don't know how much their run defense is gonna improve. But
I think a point of attack penetration, they'll have opportunities for more sacks.
For sure. Especially in the pass defense with those corners.
Yeah.
And those aggressive-ass corners.
And Joyner.
The Rams are going to continue to create turnovers on defense. I think that's really what the emphasis is going to be on. But you're going to see teams try to run against them, try to take advantage of their aggression.
Does Mark Barron move to strong safety, or does he? No, because they still have Ronnie McLeod.
No, McLeod's with the Eagles. No. Tripping. They have
Oh yeah. They have a safety recycled from somewhere.
No, they don't. He was drafted. Not Cody Davis. Cody Davis is a free agent.
Cody Davis left.
Is it Johnson? Something?
Nah. I can't remember the guy's name. But they have he's a pretty solid safety. Number 41, I think. For the Rams. I don't know why. For life of me, I can't remember his name. But they have solid depth despite all that. So it'll be interesting to see how they use Mark Barron. They just say, we're just gonna play nickel defense.
They're gonna have to get like a run stuffer linebacker next to him, like a Bowman or a Derek Johnson or someone to just come in and play two downs.
Leighton Von Der Esch has been.
I think he's going to be more of an edge though.
But he's not really an edge guy. He wasn't an edge guy in.
Yeah, but I think they're going to make him into an edge in the pros because he's tall and he's not a sack artist. Has to prove himself as a coverage person in the league.
He can cover though. He covered at Boise.
It was Johnson, John Johnson.
Oh, I was thinking somebody totally different.
43.
Yeah, but like they have
Boston College.
They have a guy also in number 41. He might be a corner though, because they have Nickel Roby and they have another guy who plays nickel, kind of slides down. But Von Der Esch out of Boise State, he's a solid middle linebacker. He can play outside, but he's perfect middle linebacker for a 3-4 defense.
You're talking about Markel Christian? He's 41.
Yeah.
From Arizona?
Him and another guy. They're deep at corner. People don't realize how deep.
No, that's safety.
Oh, with safety, defensive back, like as far as like guys who can play slot and safety, they have a lot of those. Nickel Roby just got paid too. So Depth-wise,
all right, man. I'm over this.
Plus, they still have Darby, right?
No.
Darby left?
They never had Darby.
No, he got traded from the Bills, remember?
No, you're tripping. That's the Eagles.
Then who did... Oh, wait. EJ Gaines got traded there and left. Because
No, EJ Gaines got traded to the Bills for Sammy Watkins with the second round.
They got a cornerback. Didn't they get a cornerback?
No, the Eagles got a cornerback.
Trade?
The Eagles got Darby when they traded for Jordan Matthews.
It's the Rams.
Are you good, bro?
Nah, man. It's been a long day. I'm forgetting everything.
Yeah, wow. Man. This might be your last attempt at the boards, but, to be determined.
No, right. I just don't remember anything today.
Too much pressure. All right, man. So
you're funny.
The other move of the week, of the day, Suho Cravens, your boy, USC alum.
Chill.
Was traded to the Denver Broncos. How do you see him fitting there?
I mean, you have Justin, not Collins, but their free safety out of Boston College. He's solid. So you have him. You have Suho Cravens. Suho Cravens can play outside linebacker. He's played some middle linebacker. Play some strong safety. He's kind of perfect for at least what they want to do, and he's young. Like the Redskins really got young defensive backs out of there. I don't know how they should feel about that. They better really draft a corner, or at least get Derwin James at 13 if he's still there. But I think it's good for both sides. But also he'll be in Colorado, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think the Broncos really have anything to lose.
They only swapped, a fourth
and honestly, man, I was watching that video of him playing A Whole New World, all day long. I was literally dying. He never wanted to be a Redskin.
Honestly, I would agree. He probably didn't. And he probably should have.
Because he contemplated retirement last year, too, didn't he?
He contemplated retirement. He probably has some personal stuff going on in his life. That's what this will look like from the outs. Because you don't just, his teammates are questioning if he wants to play or not. And it's yeah, go away. That's why I feel like that's when you probably should have stayed in college for your senior year. Because you probably missed it. Probably missed that.
Messing around, being on campus, being the big dog.
And actually,
living in LA.
And actually becoming an All-American linebacker because he should have been an All-American with the stats that he had. But that's just what happens. He got used as a linebacker / strong safety. But
which we know those guys flop more than USC quarterbacks.
More than UCLA receivers?
UCLA receivers aren't even good to flop.
Freddie Mitchell. Just think about that.
You're talking about a dude from literally 20 years ago.
I know.
Literally, that's the last.
Mercedes receiver. Lewis was the last great UCLA receiver, and he was a tight end. Just think about that. Just think about that. But it's interesting, man, because you have that pro days coming up. Yeah, by the time this airs, Lamar Jackson's pro day will have already happened.
So I'm sure he'll do well. I
hope he runs a 4.3.
If he runs. But I know Michael Vick's been really advocating for him all draft process, so hopefully they can get in contact and Vick can help him prepare a little bit.
Jacksonville really looks like a good spot for him, but the Browns traded Cody Kessler to the Jaguars, so that'll be interesting. And Chad Henne, he probably got a deal somewhere, but that'll be interesting. And then Brandon Whedon got signed.
Yeah, and there's a Super Bowl quarterback with a great QB rating and touchdown to interception ratio who's still out there.
With a rocket for an arm, and no one showed up at his pro day. Speaking of pro days.
Bro, which, by the way, even Manziel said, why are you comparing me to Kaepernick? Kaepernick's doing great things with the community and for homeless people, and I'm just here trying to make a comeback.
And all this other stuff, and I'm just trying to get my life.
Yeah.
My life went to literal shit.
It's pretty bad when Manziel is the voice of reason, telling everyone to calm down.
The rich kid who had parents from oil money or whatever, however that story went at Texas A&M. I kind of have a beef with his pro day because they made it all about him instead of about Christian Kirk, who is a potential first rounder. There's every story I look to, there's no mention of Christian Kirk.
No, I saw a lot about Christian Kirk. It's just that he wasn't that that dynamic in the athletic test.
He's 5'10". He ran a 4.46. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's not that good for a 5'10" receiver. But what they've been saying throughout the entire draft process about Kirk is that he's a gamer. He's not that fast. He's not that big. He's not going to jump out of the building.
4.4 anything is good. 4.46.
Bro, stop.
4.44, 4.45,
I need you to.
That's decent.
I need Kenny back, bro, because you're the dude who slanders people for running 4.5s. So, and let's be real, there's some defensive, there's some linebackers running 4.5s now. So a receiver running a 4.46 is not that impressive to me. And
he's a slot receiver.
A 5'10" receiver doing that.
He's better than Taylor. He's better than Tyler Lockett.
And I'll be honest, like speed isn't everything, but like
route running and precision is. He can play inside and outside.
Anyways, like I was saying, the thing with Kirk is he's a gamer. He's a tough football player. He competes. He's not a shorts and shirts guy. He's a baller. So
great special teams value.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, he returned a bunch of kicks and punched for touchdowns. Like, if he falls to the second round, he's a steal.
What else do you got to beef about the pro day with?
By the way, you're gonna love this because his name rhymes with Zaytoven. Zaytoven Henderson was excluded from Texas A&M's pro day amid Johnny Manziel's appearance. Pretty much, he has some domestic violence charges against him, some serious charges against him, and for whatever reason, he wasn't allowed at the pro day, even though the school advertised that he was one of like 4 Aggies at the combine, and his reps pretty much are just like, how are you going to advertise this kid being he was arrested on suspicion of felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Case is pretty much at a standstill, and it is just kind of, it's really odd that they would put him in that position. And it's like Kirk had a quarterback who was going to throw to him that wasn't Manziel, but Manziel ends up doing it and then becomes the star of the pro day, which I think is really foul and disingenuous, even though it's open to past alumni. But this guy had a similar case to Manziel and was not even allowed to attend at his school's pro day, when Manziel had plenty of stuff going on and stuff that was like cases pending against him when he was at Texas A&M, and he was still allowed to throw at his pro day. And it's just kind of foul. I think after everything that's happened,
I mean,
they wouldn't let this guy
to be fair,
participate, and he actually is a draft eligible
to be
prospect.
fair, it's changed a lot in 3 years. We've seen it change exponentially as far as NFL stance about domestic violence. So,
but
that's not really surprising.
Manziel had even more charges after he left
and his
Texas
charges
A&M.
got dropped too because they were against his girlfriend, fiance, wife.
He was indicted.
But
he
yeah,
was indicted
they
on
eventually got
family
thrown out.
violence.
So,
they reached an agreement to dismiss the case.
which is what?
They
were thrown out.
It wasn't thrown out. He wasn't acquitted. They reached a settlement agreement. There's a difference. There's a big difference between being acquitted and reaching a settlement, an agreement.
The charges were dismissed.
Yeah, because they reached some type of an agreement, and then they dismissed the charges pending the agreement and other stuff, conditions that he had to do. But
right,
pretty
but
much
the charges were dismissed.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that other part.
All right.
It's like no one forgets. Think about it. No one forgets that part of the Kobe case. They just say, well, you were accused of rape.
No, that's not true. I've heard a lot of Kobe people say the charges were dismissed. And they leave out with the settlement.
Well, as soon as he won the Oscar, what happened? It all came rushing back.
And
that's what I'm saying. But Manziel,
to be factually correct, Kobe was dismissed before the settlement. He lost the civil case.
Yeah,
and
but they still bring up the federal case. They still bring up the actual crime, the crime that he was accused of, and they don't talk about the civil case. Most of them, anyway.
This is the Touchdowns and Tangents show. We get on a lot of tangents, and somehow we got on Kobe's tangent.
When it comes to legalities, that's what essentially Zaytoven's agent was talking about. Like, how are you going to let this guy at the pro day, let my guy go through the combine, feel like he's supported by the school, and then you don't even let him come to the pro day? He's D-tackle, so it's like, where is he going to get his workout in? I think that was just really disrespectful. And it was foul.
Yeah. Okay. So
He's claiming his